Good morning, Rabotai. Now, as we're coming closer to the day of Rosh Hashana, the Gemara Masechet Ketut, Masechet Horayot, discusses how a person has to know that on Rosh Hashana, any omen has much symbolism. We try to avoid doing things that represent negativity, and we try to do and eat things that represent positivity. So therefore, the Gemara gives a list. The Gemara talks about how a person should eat foods that represent blessing and represent good news. So we have famously the date, we have leeks, we have the pomegranate, we have the squash, we have the black-eyed peas, we have the apple and the honey very famously. But a person has to know that if a person cannot eat it, he doesn't have to force himself, according to one Girsa in the Gemara. Just by looking at it also accomplishes the purpose. The idea is that it's supposed to make us think a certain thought, and this symbolism will lead to a good result. And the person obviously starts with a date, and he says, Borei Pri Ha'etz. This covers all the Ha'etz, and since we already washed, since we already did Amutzi, so all the other cooked foods get covered. So therefore a person has to know that the main thing is the prayer. You have to have in mind, you should give out everybody in Russian or in English. If they need translation, they should understand the prayer, the Yirason, when they lift up and eat the food. Now, another thing that our sages taught us is a person should avoid doing bad things on Rosh Hashana that represent negativity, or eating foods that represent negativity. Let's say very sharp tasting foods, very sour foods, very spicy foods, or let's example nuts, arechi, right? Like nuts, let's say they avoid. Because egos in Hebrew is the same gematria as a guno, as a avera, as a chet. So therefore, a person should try to avoid those things. But a person has to know that what's also gematria a chet. A chet, guno is also gematria guno. So don't do a guno, don't do a sin on Rosh Hashana. Sometimes a person spilled something on his new suit. He wants to get angry. Usually at the Yom Tov table, Shabbat table, he usually fights with his family members. He tells them, Pachimueta, and then he fights with them. So a person has to avoid doing that. Don't do that on Rosh Hashana. That for sure is a bad siman. That for sure, Chas V'Shalom, can ruin your year. So therefore a person has to avoid that. And finally, the Yerushalmi says this, sleeping on Rosh Hashana makes it a person's mazal. Sleeping during the entire year, Chas V'Shalom, a person's mazal is the angel in Shamayim that says in Shamayim, for your benefit, he tries to get you blessings, he tries to defend you in Shamayim. So if you sleep on Rosh Hashana a very long time, so then it shows you don't take the day serious, so therefore your mazal, Chas V'Shalom, will be sleeping. That means that a person sleeps like on Shabbat, 3-4 hours. He wakes up, oh, it's not mincha, I have another hour till mincha, okay, go back to sleep, sleeps 4 or 5 hours on Shabbat, Chas V'Shalom. But a person, he's tired, let's say he woke up nets, he prayed the whole day, and he's very tired, he wants to sleep half an hour, 45 minutes to get some strength. Even the Arizal would do that. He would sleep half an hour, 45 minutes to get his strength. But a person to sleep 2-3 hours, nothing to do, better to sleep. I'm bored, I'll sleep until mincha. That's not right. The person shouldn't be doing that on Rosh Hashana. It shows you don't care. It shows you're not serious about today's Yom Adin. That day is the day of judgment. Try to get as many merits as you can. Hagis say Tehillim twice. Gamatria Kaper. 150 times 2 is 300. It's Kaper. So the person Tehillim, to learn Torah, not to sit and you should know, schmoozing, playing narde is also like sleeping. It's the same thing. It doesn't make a difference wasting your time. So therefore a person should try to take Rosh Hashana as serious as he can. Baruch Naonah.